Hi there. Today, I have come to you with a very hot message about defeating fear in your 40s. And I want to start with a question. And let me ask you, do you ever sometimes sit down and wonder, where did my 20-year-old self go to? That girl who used to go out there, chase her dreams fearlessly, that girl who used to take risks, that girl who used to invest without a second thought, that girl who could chase everything and she could not settle for less than what she deserved. Where did that girl go to? Because the woman I've become right now in my 40s, 50s, and 60s, this woman settles for way below what she deserves. She knows what she is supposed to be doing out there, but she is held. She feels like she's caged in a life way below her standards. This is a woman who wakes up every single day and goes to a job that she hates. She hates her boss. She despises her colleagues who cannot see any value in her. She despises the working environment. She hates the company policies. She hates everything that happens around there. And she has had this feeling from 5 years back. She has been in the same state of not liking where she works, but she feels caged. What else can I do? Where else can I go? At my age, will anybody accept me to come and serve in their company? So she is caged. This is also a woman at this age who probably is in a business that is bringing nothing, zero. You wake up with 2,000 in the morning, you invest all of them in the materials that you need for the day or your stock or something, then you end up in the evening with the same 2,000. No profit. So you are borrowing to make ends meet at home, but you are stuck. This is the only thing you know how to do. You have been stuck in that same business for the last 10 years. Even though it is not growing, you feel tied, you feel caged. This is a woman also in a relationship that died 10 years back. The husband is out there with other ladies. Maybe they have even a second wife, a third wife. This is a woman who have to settle and accept it all. This is a woman who has given up on trying even to get a new lover, trying to get anything else. She feels like life has come to a complete stall. There is nothing else I can do with my life. You sleep in different bedrooms with your husband. You still keep saying there, but I have to be here for my children. And so many other things that this woman is doing. This is a confused woman. This is a lost woman. Despite the fact that this woman is a successful woman out there, she looks successful. She drives a big car. She lives in a beautiful estate. She dresses well. She has a big title at work, but deep down, this woman is still feeling stuck. And this is the woman I came to talk to today. And I want to show them where the problem is. I want to address a component called the fear factor, the fear that is holding you back. And I want us together to build another different lady, another woman who is fearless at her 40s. Nothing can stop this woman. She knows her dreams. She knows where she's going. She's energized. She's enthusiastic. She's full of hope of tomorrow. That is what I want us to do today. So we are going to understand what fear is, where fear comes from, especially in our midlife, and how it manifests different types of fears and how to overcome those fears. And I believe by the end of this video, you'll be very well equipped to face your dreams with courage, with boldness. You will never again feel defeated. Before we go there, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Mary Karuga. I am a women's growth and success coach. I deal with women in midlife. That is, women from the age of 35 to around 60 and above there. These are women who I know their challenges because number one, I'm one of them. I'm facing the same challenges. Number two, I have immersed myself into learning and understanding this phase and the challenges. And I am focused on a woman. I am the founder of Midlife Women Africa. I am an author of 3 ebooks in the topics of clarity, mindset, and planning and execution. I am a coach. I have several students I coach. I have different programs. One, the very new one that I really pride myself in is called the Executive She. That is a program for women in leadership. I am just helping them to develop their leadership skills. I am also the proud creator of another coaching program for women called Grow and Go Beyond. I help them to gain clarity in life. I help them to rewire their brain for success. I help them to set goals that they can achieve. And my aim is just to take them to the next level, to help them to feel accomplished, to defeat this kind of feeling stuck, feeling stagnant. And I have another group coaching program that I call the Queen's Goals Acceleration Masterclass. And I have also filmed that coaching program as a course, so people can take it as an online course at a very cheap price. So if you're interested in any of those, please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Also, do not forget to subscribe to this channel so that I can keep on coming back to you to give you more information about self-development and self-growth and how to attain your goals. That is what I do for a living. That is my passion, just helping midlife women to realize their dream, to realize their potential, and to come out here and profit from their passions, from their God-given talent. So, welcome so much to my circles. Now, we are talking about fear. And let me tell you, even I know this feeling too well of being stuck at a place where I don't want to be. I remember between 2015 and 2017, I was so busy looking for my purpose in life. I did so many courses, I went for coaching, I did everything I could to find my purpose in life. And then in around 2017, I got a revelation. This is what your passion is. This is what your purpose in life is. You can serve people by helping them to grow, just the way you have helped yourself. Because I had come from a place where I totally invested in my self development and it changed my life. And I was feeling pushed to go out and find people who have not found that kind of knowledge and help them to move their life from one place to the other. But let me tell you what happened. Even after knowing, even after doing so many assessments and identifying this is my purpose, I want to be out there coaching. I want to be out there teaching women, talking to women and helping them to go to the next level. I first started looking at my circumstances. And I was hearing that question in my mind: who do you think you are to be doing this big thing? What if you try and fail? What will your colleagues say at work? They will think you have gone nuts. They have never seen you do anything like this. What about your girls, your friends? They don't know you can do anything like this. So I got in that cycle of asking myself so many questions and not taking any step, to the extent that I lost nearly 3 years without doing anything tangible with my gift, with my purpose, even after realizing what it was. And so I know very, very well how the paralysis of fear can hinder you from growth. And it is only when I overcame the fears that I was going through that I started seeing progress in my life. And so that is why I came, just to tell you, what does a person do to move themselves from the state of fear to the state of courage, to the boldness of taking the steps that you're supposed to take. It is not easy, but it is doable. And I know that because I did it. I am a perfect example of someone who has defeated a lot of fears. For example, when I was starting filming my videos, I used to look at myself at the mirror and see somebody who is not ready for the camera. And I realized I had a phobia for cameras, for being seen. I would like to have said anything in writing or in any other way, but not come out and make a video. And I struggled with that fact. I also struggled with the issues of looking at my background. Then I was living in a small house, and then I was looking at my background. I don't like the things that are behind me. I even started looking for something called a green screen so that you can remove your background after filming your video. I looked for so many tools to help me to edit my video, make it better, make it sound better. And also I used to listen to myself and wonder, wow, is that me? Is that that is not a voice I want to get out there to people. But let me tell you, I have come to overcome that. And I have come to know that people really don't care. They don't care about my background. They don't care about how my voice is dragging or going where or where. I need to be my natural self. If that is how I talk, let me talk just the way I normally talk and connect with people. So I know fears are real. And fears can hold you back forever. But we have to learn how to overcome our fears. So, number one thing we want to cover today is to ask ourselves, what is fear? And as we are describing fear, I just want you to realize that fear is just an emotion. It is a response, a biological response to something that is happening around us. Sometimes this thing can be a real thing that is happening, a physical happening. For example, if you are confronted by a lion, say, for example, or you just notice there is fire in your house, then there will be a reaction. Your body releases a chemical called adrenaline, and that chemical makes you fearful. And when you get it, you have three things to do. One, you might flight, take off from the scene. The other one is you might fight. If it's a lion coming, you want to fight it. If it is the fire, you are trying to put it off, you are fighting. Then the third one, you can freeze. You just watch as this thing is coming towards you, you get paralyzed. That is physical fear. But on the other hand, we have emotional fear, where what we are fearing has not happened. There is nothing real, tangible happening in our lives, but we are as fearful as if you are facing that fire or that lion, because your brain is creating that phenomena even though it does not exist. And that is the fear that I came to address today. That is the real fear that is holding you back. The one that you are not able to control. The one that you have created with your thoughts, with your memories, with your past experiences. That is the one that I want us to talk about. So let us remember something that I learned from one of my mentors, Les Brown. He says that fear is false evidence appearing real. In most cases, what we fear is not something that will ever happen. The thing that is holding you from trying, from starting your goal, might never come to pass. And it is good to know that our fears increase with age. The things that you are afraid of now, you were not afraid of when you were in your 20s. When you hit your 40s, 50s, the fear increases. And I want us to address or to understand, where does this fear come from? And there are three sources I want to highlight. Number one, it is the societal expectations. People out there have their expectations, very rigid expectations of a woman our age, a woman beyond 40 and above. And these expectations include maintaining a youthful appearance. They include achieving specific milestones in life, or just conforming to the traditional gender norms. You are not expected to be chasing things that men are chasing. You're supposed to be taking care of your family. You're not supposed to be chasing growth at your work. And these kind of expectations, they put us under pressure. to try and meet all these expectations. And so we tend to start developing a fear of failure. What if what I am doing will lead to me not meeting the expectations of my husband, the expectations of my mother in law, the expectations of my tribe, the expectations of my organization, the people I work with, my colleagues, my boss? And this fear of falling short of expectations can lead to self doubt, to a lot of anxiety, and also to a sense of inadequacy. You don't feel complete. You don't feel like you're doing enough for the society, for the people you have in your family, for the people around you in different areas. You are giving in to other people's expectations instead of chasing your goals. You want to fit in. So one of our main source of fear is the societal expectations of us. Then number two, the other thing that is causing your fear is something we call your past experiences. The ghost of our past experiences, the failures that we have failed in the past, the evidence of that we were not good enough. As women, we carry memories of both our triumphs and our setbacks. We remember very well those days where we tried something and succeeded, and those days that we did not succeed. And so, our biggest fear now is to repeat mistakes. When we face similar challenges as we had faced before, we prefer to hide our heads in the sand, not try, because when you try, you are fearful that you will fail again, just as you failed the first time. So this fear of failure will hinder your personal growth, and it will prevent you from pursuing new opportunities. The other source of fear is self doubt. Number three, self doubt. Self doubt is you not just feeling good enough, and you start doubting. You doubt your abilities, your worthiness, your competence, and you persistently sabotage your progress because you think you are limited. You limit your aspiration, you limit your dreams, you erode your own confidence because you feel like you are lacking something, and that makes you fearful. You're not ready to take on any big thing because you are fearful that probably I'm not the one. This is why we talk about the imposter syndrome. Probably somebody else can do it better than me. I don't think I have what it takes. I don't think a person like me should be out there chasing this kind of a goal, starting a business like this, buying a certain property like this. You self sabotage. So, those are some of the sources of our fears. And now let us explore the types of fears that we experience at our middle age. What are the fears that are holding us back? So I have a few, like 10, that I want to highlight very quickly as the fears that are holding you back. So, fear number one, fear of failure. That anxiety about meeting expectations and achieving goals, and you feel that I can try this. I would like to try it, but what if I try and fail? This fear of failure comes accompanied by three more fears. One of them is the fear of embarrassment. That feeling that other people will judge me. That question, what will people say? That kind of apprehension about other people's opinion. You want to not do what you wanted to do because you fear. What if I fail? What will my friends say? What will my family say? What will my husband say? What if they laugh at me? What if they talk behind my back? And that might keep you down forever. It might stop you from ever trying. And then the other fear that will come is the fear of rejection, the fear that you will not be accepted or loved in whatever you're trying to do. For example, when I was starting this coaching business, I had that fear of rejection. What if the people I am trying to talk to do not see my value? What if I go talk to women and they all scold me and none comes and signs up for my programs? The fear of rejection is real. It will keep you down. The other fear is the fear of not being good enough. You fear to start anything. Your fear of failure is accompanied with not being good enough. What if I don't have what it takes? I don't want to volunteer myself for this project at work because I might make the whole team suffer. I might make the whole team fail. I don't want to start this new business because I don't have the skills to run a business. The fear of inadequacy. You feel inadequate. That again is a contributor to the fear of failure. Now, moving on from the fear of failure is the fear of loss. Most of us are concerned about losing things in our lives. We fear losing our loved ones, we fear losing our health, we fear losing our financial stability. So, just before you take a step, you wonder, will this affect my health in any way? Which is good. Some fears are good, but then don't let them keep you down. You have to learn to take some risks. For example, there are people who will never start a business because of the capital. And it does not mean they don't have even access to capital. They have, but they fear. They fear, what if I start this business and it does not pick up? What if I lose all my savings? What if something happens that is uncontrollable and I lose everything? And that again will stop you from making the decisions that you're supposed to make. After the fear of loss is a fear of change. We want to remain in our comfort zone. Not many people want to go through the unsettling feeling of change. And we forget in this phase of midlife, transitions are inevitable. Your children are leaving your nest. You are becoming an empty nester. You have to learn to live by yourself. You have to start changing your routines to accommodate an empty house. That the children are not coming to tell you, do this for me. You have to learn how to keep on trying at least to cook for yourself when there is no one else who is partaking that meal. That fear of empty nesting, the fear of the changes, the transition that we are going through. We fear menopause. Most of us are paralyzed by the thought that menopause is coming or is already here. But that is an inevitable life happening. We will all go through it. So do not fear. Just continue doing what you are doing. Do not be paralyzed by fear, by the transitions that are happening. Don't fear change. In fact, just welcome it. Just know it is coming. And so there is nothing I can do about it. And I don't want to waste my time regurgitating about when will it come, how will it come looking like, what will all these things do. No, don't do that. Just move on with your life. The other fear we have is the fear of intimacy. And this is a common phenomenon, especially for women who have been hurt in relationships. Now you fear committing to anybody. You don't want to be vulnerable with anyone. You don't want to have an emotional connection. And this again may make your life very miserable because you are so protective of yourself. You don't want to go out there and meet somebody who can make you happy. And especially the single ladies in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, you don't have to live alone. You can get somebody who can accompany you in this journey of life, but you have to defeat the fear. You have to be vulnerable. You have to stop thinking that everybody is out there to hurt you. There are some good men out there who are looking for ladies to take care of. So just get out there and look for one. The other fear we need to talk about is the fear of success. As ridiculous as it sounds, there are people who really fear success because success comes with new responsibilities. Success comes with you being seen more. That is what I was experiencing as I've explained to you, that I can see this as an opportunity, but I'm wondering, am I the one who should be standing in front of people and teaching these principles? The imposter syndrome, it comes with the fear of success. You don't want to volunteer to go to the next level just because you feel inadequate, you feel small, you feel like you don't deserve, you feel unworthy. We fear success sometimes. You don't want to be out there. You don't want to be seen. You think you have so many weaknesses. You don't want to be in the limelight. And that again will keep you down. You will not be able to volunteer yourself for big things just because you fear success itself. The other fear is the fear of the unknown. We call it the xenophobia, fear of the unknown. That is being having anxiety about unfamiliar situations or changes, very related to fear of change. You don't want to go out there to start something new because of the all the uncertainties that could happen. You fear so much taking starting something or doing something new because of course there are areas that you might not have seen before that will come and affect you. And again, that fear, the fear of the unknown, can again paralyze you to never start anything. The other fear most of women face in this stage of midlife is the fear of loneliness. You know, when you get to this phase of midlife, your social circles will start to change. The friends, for example, because of now age, even some people are living your life like permanently through death. The people you cherished will start moving on. Some are being taken by their children to go and live in America. Others are dying and we are burying them. Our spouses probably are not there anymore. Maybe divorce has come along. So many things that can make you to fear being alone. And this fear of loneliness leaves people wanting to isolate themselves. You want to be alone. You better be alone now because you are fearing that in the coming years, most likely you'll be alone. So, because of that fear, you already start isolating yourself. You are not going to your chamas anymore. You are not going to your social events anymore. Sometimes you're not even going to church anymore because you are fearing that loneliness that is coming. But remember, as we are keeping on saying, your emotional fears are not real. This loneliness you're fearing might never come. So now let us look at a few strategies we can implement in our lives to overcome fear. What are you supposed to do to overcome the fear? And I have a few points. Point number one, equip yourself with adequate knowledge. Get in the know. Educate yourself. Those things that you fear, just understand how they work. If, for example, you are fearing to go to the next level in your career, you are fearing to sit in a board of directors, it is a high time you just go and talk to a board member and ask them, what is it like to sit in a board meeting? What do you experience? Is it something that is excruciating? Is it something that is fearful to do? Or is it something that anybody can do? And that will help you to start neutralizing your fears. Take a journal and read. Take an article, watch videos like this that will educate you in an area where you feel you are fearing. If you are fearing investing, just learn about investments. Learn how it is done, learn how it goes, and you will eliminate your fear. Knowledge is one key way to eliminate our fears. The other thing, do it despite the fear. You know, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward with whatever you wanted to do, despite that feeling of fear. Sometimes fear will not just go away by itself. But one thing that always removes fear in our life is the evidence of success. When you triumph, when you try something and it works, that will immediately eliminate fear. On that area, you will never fear again because you have tried and you have seen it works. So instead of sitting down and wallowing in your fears and crying and saying this is not possible, what if you just wake up and take the first step and you see how it works? Do it even when you're fearing that my friends will laugh at me, my colleagues will do this, and my spouse might even do this because I am taking this step. Still take the step. And there is a quote I like from a guy called Bernard Baruch, and he says, Be who you are and say what you want to say and do what you want to do, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. So if they will talk behind your back, they don't matter at all. They don't see what you're trying to do. So forget them and continue to do what you're doing. So the point is, do it despite the feeling of fear. The other point is emotional awareness. You need to be aware of your fears. You need to know, to identify the triggers. What triggers my fear? What issues in my life make me feel fearful? And that is a deeper topic. And I would like, if you are interested, I would like you to talk to me. I do teach emotional intelligence. And one of the things that we look at is how to deal with your emotion, how to manage them, how to become the master of your emotions and not the other way around. So that again is a key way to help you to manage your fears. The other one is develop a growth mindset. This is where you start challenging your negative self talk. Instead of letting fear take the day, you look for ways of making sure that consistently and persistently taking action on your goal despite the feeling of fear. The growth mindset is that feeling that I am the one in control. It is not my circumstances. It is not those other people I'm fearing what they will think about me. It is me who is in control of my life. And I have the power and the ability to change the circumstances that I'm going through. So I'll face my fears. I'll do whatever I need to do to achieve my goals. The other point of managing your fears or overcoming them is self compassion. Don't beat yourself so much just because you're fearful. Everybody in this world has a fear of some form. So you're not alone in this. Just check. Even though this area I have a lot of fear, are there areas that I'm succeeding? List down your accomplishments and celebrate them. Celebrate that even though I fear investing in a new business, I am very good when it comes to my job. I am very good when it comes to farming. I am very good when it comes to cooking. That other thing, because you will be changing your psychology, not to live in the negative, but also to see some positivity. And that self compassion, self love is a great way to boost your self confidence so that you can make those difficult decisions, so that you can take those uncomfortable steps to change your life. The other one is stop comparing yourself. As women, we always compare ourselves to the others. You want to be like so and so. You want to achieve what they have achieved. You want to be where they are. And then if you see that you are struggling to get there, you become insecure. You start feeling like you are not good enough. You start feeling like there is something missing with you. And that comparison takes you to a state of permanent fear. You fear to be seen, you fear to be there. Even when those people who you are comparing yourself with are talking, you keep quiet because you don't feel like you are playing in the same level ground. But I want you to know that everybody, wherever they are, they have their fears. You are not alone. So don't worry too much about your fears. Don't want to be like anyone else. It is okay to be yourself with your fears and talk, show up, give yourself the voice to speak up your ideas despite who is in the audience, because you deserve that. The final point is about seeking support. Instead of sitting down by yourself crying and feeling fearful and never having any confidence to start anything, I would like to encourage you to talk to somebody. Get into a community if you can, a group of other women, a group of people with the similar interests as yourself, and listen to them explain what they are going through. So that number one, you know you are not alone. And then you need to vulnerably express your fears. Let me tell you one secret of defeating fear. It is when you face your fear. When you put it in the open and start criticizing it. Do you know some of the giant fears in your head? If you were to put them in front of other people, they will even laugh at you. Wow, what is that? That is so simple. You can do that. You just do ABCD and you overcome that fear. But because you do it alone, you have never found anybody to show you how to do it better. So always look in my circles, there are people you need in your circles. That is a good friend whom you can share with anything. You also need in your circles a mentor or a coach, somebody who can professionally help you to deal with these fears. And that is what I do. If you would like to talk to somebody about some fears you're going through, then here I am. And I'll leave my contact details at the bottom of this video in the description section. You can go there and book a free call with me just to express yourself. Tell me the fears that are holding you back, and I'll tell you the exact steps you're supposed to take to defeat those fears and to move on with your life. So, seeking help is key to defeating fear. Don't live alone with your fears. Come. Let us explore them together. Let us look for solutions together. And believe you me, solutions are there. So thank you so much for listening to me. I hope this lesson was helpful to every woman out there who want to face their fears, and especially in this phase of midlife, and achieve their dreams. Do not live defeated by the fear. I want you to trust your faith more than you have been trusting your fears. I want you to excel. I want you to go to the next level. I want you to do great things. If this video has helped you, don't keep this information to yourself. Share it with a friend, another woman who you think might need this kind of information. And remember, if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, please subscribe. I'll be doing a video possibly every Thursday so that I address an issue that is affecting women. And again, don't forget, I do offer free consultation. You can talk to me and we address the issues that you're going through. And so I've said my contact details and the way to book is in the description section of this video. So just go there below this video and you will see a link where you can book me for a free consultation call. So thank you so much. God bless you and bye bye.